up, Capricorn? It's Haley with Tarot from Beyond, here to provide you with your reading for December the 1st through the 7th, so that you know what type of energy you have to look forward to. I'm talking to those Cappies who have been putting a lot of time and energy into their own spiritual development and their own spiritual growth. They have a very good relationship with the divine, their ancestors, deities, and all of that, because that's just a natural flow of things when you go to the universe for guidance, baby. Okay? And for those of you who have been putting in that spiritual work, baby, I'm here to let you know what the first week of December is going to be looking like for you. I did 2 readings so far. I did one for Taurus and I did one for Virgo, and it looks absolutely beautiful. For those of you who have been doing the work to get what these cards are going to reveal are coming your way, baby, and why you got to this place, okay? So with that being said, let's begin, my Cappies. All right. The Empress. This card is coming up first for a lot of people. The Empress is just a very beautiful person, period. Okay? And I feel like a lot of you Cappies probably ended a relationship with somebody who wanted to make you feel otherwise. But I'm going to tell you right now, you are a lot smarter than what the person who played games with your heart in the past gave you credit for, baby. A lot smarter. The Empress understands all 4 elements. She understands how her actions work. She understands how, her thoughts manifest. She understands how the love she gives out, what it will produce. She understands how currency works. She knows how to manifest. And she's a damn beautiful person inside and out, baby, and that's you, Cappy. And you are very clear with regards to what it is that you want, because God already handed you that big old sword, baby. You took it and you went ahead and used it, and you cut off any confusion that you might have had. You understand what I'm saying? Any confusion that you might have had in the past. And it looks like somebody's looking at you with a lot of probably anger, because you've graduated to this point, and they had hoped that you would never have gotten to that point, and they'd likely try to rush in and get a piece of what you have, worked very hard for. But you know what? I don't think that you're going to let them come back, are you, Cappies? Nope, because you have clarity. And, here's the Magician that comes right up under the Empress. You know what I'm saying? The Empress and the Magician. I want you to look at the colors in these cards. They're pretty similar, aren't they? They both know how to manifest. So it looks to me like you guys are going to be on manifestation mode on steroids the first week of December. Let's see what your manifestation will produce. Well, it looks like you put a lot of hard work into what you clearly thought would work. You know what I mean? And now you know what to do, right? You know what to do. A lot of you are going to be getting a lot of news of work, and somebody's really going to be hating on that shit. It came in the same damn row of this King of Wands, this person. I know what these cards mean when I look at them, okay? Every reader does their own thing, and I respect them and how they do their own things, but these cards mean specific things to me. I know what these cards mean. You got the King of Wands, which is somebody who has the potential to be extremely angry. And then you have this Knight of Swords, who has the potential to be extremely nasty mouthed. Try to gossip about you and try to tear down your reputation and do all that type of stuff, because now you're getting news of work. You're probably advancing in whatever it is that you're doing. You're growing. You're becoming, you're blossoming like never before, and this other individual never knew how to do that. And because they're sitting there watching you do it, and they actually had the nerve to walk away from you and hurt you, you went ahead and said, okay, well, if you don't want to be with me, I'm not going to force you to be with me, and I'll go ahead and go figure out what else is out there in the world. There are actually about 7 billion people on the planet. There are plenty of fish in the sea, and there's no need for me to be fighting over one person who's clearly showing me that they don't know how to love or receive it. So it looks like the universe is going to go ahead and give you a big old cup of love to gulp out of. I mean, it's going to fall all over your shirt, your pants, your clothes. You'll be engulfed in love, engulfed in this Ace of Cups. You'll be engulfed in it, period. It's going to make you very happy. And for those of you who want to have another baby, it looks to me like that's very feasible for a lot of you. Okay, that fell right on top of the Empress card. So when I see the Empress card and then the sun pops up and I see this little child right here, a lot of you for the first week of December will be pregnant. You may or may not know it. Right now, many of you are probably single and working on your self-mastery, and I say enjoy it because I don't think you'll be single very long. I really don't. I don't get that sense at all, because I think that according to the universe, to whomever I'm speaking to, your actions have been favorable according to what God deems favorable. Your actions have been favorable in God's sight because God created you to be the epitome of perfection. And see, what happens is once we go ahead and we get into this world and then we are subject to the choices of others, we start to learn how to make choices ourselves. And then the choices that we make are a reflection of the choices of the people who raised us. And then we have to go ahead and do all this cleanup based on what we weren't taught right. Then we put work into ourselves so that we can get it right. And for those of you who put the work in to get it right, Spirit is like, I'm going to go ahead and reward you. I'm going to go ahead and congratulate you. Whoever I'm talking to might already have some type of social media base, some type of, you know what I'm saying, some type of fan following of some sort on Instagram or whatever. And I'm going to let you know, you got some haters amongst you. All right. The higher up the ladder of success you climb, I'm letting you know, the more people will try to pull you down. Don't think that Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, and Beyonce, who knows how to go ahead and bust all them moves and dance like that in high heels, don't think that she don't get thumbs down on some of her performances that truly kick ass. So just remember that, okay? There will always be haters just mad at the fact that you're successful and they can't reach that goal. They just can't do it because they don't know how to, because they don't know how to put the work in. But because you put the work in, people are going to be looking at you all kind of sideways because you went ahead and put the work in. And a lot of you right now are not taking those offers of love from people who you know do not fit the description of what you're looking for. You're sitting back with your hands crossed like, nah, I'm not gonna pick you, I'm not gonna pick you, I'm not gonna pick you, I'm not gonna pick you until I find the right one, baby. And it looks like the right one is definitely on his way. This does represent that knight in shining armor. He is on a pure white horse, which represents pure intentions, and he's holding a cup, and this came in the same column as your Ace of Cups. However, this also fell on top of this fiery energy that wants to rush back in to your life because they're seeing that you're successful now, and now they want to be with you. Whereas before, when you weren't doing so good, you know what I mean? They didn't want to have nothing to do with you. They wanted to go ahead and juggle you and other people. And whatever happened there. I don't know. You don't know, nor do you care at this point in the first week of December, because your eyes will be too full of whoever this Knight of Cups is. You and this Knight of Cups are going to start to get to know each other real well. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, like, real well. This is that 1111 portal door has opened marriage card. A lot of people will be walking around with engagement rings on. Yes, trust me. Looks like you're one of them, Cappies. And that fell in the same column as the Empress, which is a birth giver, which came with this card right here with the baby on that pure white horse. Then you have this suitor on his pure white horse, offering you that cup of love that came in the same column of the Ace of Cups. So it looks to me like a lot of you Capricorn are love and will be seen as love. And I'm telling you, when you are love, you attract love. Baby, you attract love. And because you said, you know what, I'm not really with polygamous lifestyles. If that's what you like, then that's cool with me. I'm not stopping you from having one, but you can pick that polygamous lifestyle while I go over here and celebrate with the love of my life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of you Cappies will be in that space. Why? Because you went ahead and listened to the divine. You know how to listen to the divine. You know how to pay attention to the instructions of your ascended masters and angels. You know how to communicate with those powers that be that are there for your benefit. And as a result, baby, you get rewarded with the best reward of all, which is love and not lies. Okay? Because you dealt with enough lies in your life, you know? You're not dealing with any more lies, and you don't want to deal with anybody who's got their head in the clouds with regards to what love is, and you don't have your head in the clouds with regards to what love is either. You know what I'm saying? Those days are over. You know what sabotage looks like? You've already experienced it. The worst is over and the best is yet to come. And that is exactly what the first week of December is going to be like, baby. Like I said, for those of you who are single, don't expect to be too much longer, because this card means speed, communication, and travel. And that fell right on top of the card that represents, you know, you being recognized for your actions by the ethereal, by the divine realm. Now, someone's not going to be too happy about this. Probably the person who thought that you just would never be able to make it without them, Capricorn. Oh, but weren't they wrong? They had a diamond right up under their nose, but they thought the grass was greener on the other side. You're not going to be sad in December, but somebody else will, because you have the authority to go ahead and say what you want and what you don't want in life. And you know now that you don't want to play the lie game anymore with anybody. This also is the Aries card. So some of you might either have Aries in your chart, or you might get with somebody who also has some Aries in their chart. Or that could also represent that this knight in shining armor is a very wise individual who will be a little bit older than you, who will be able to teach you a thing or two, rather than you always having to be the one to babysit your lover. Instead, this person will actually not have to babysit you, but will be able to have things that they can teach you. And you guys will have very interesting conversations, very loving conversations, very tender conversations. And if you look, I mean, in your particular reading, we've got the Emperor, the Empress, we've got the Magician, and we've got the Marriage card. So some of you Capricorn really need to be jumping up and down, baby, because I see a power couple that's going to be manifesting some real amazing things in this world. You guys are going to build your own empire, period. You're going to build your own empire. Your own family empire. And Spirit says that's justice. That's what you deserve. For those of you who have been putting the work in, that's what you deserve. That's that positive change that you've been looking for. You don't deserve to be left out in the cold. Whoever it is I'm talking to, you didn't do anything to merit that. You deserve a happy family, and that's exactly what you're going to have. You've ended your karmic cycle of getting into relationships with people over and over and over again who just will not give you back the same amount of love that you give them. You know? You're done with that. That cycle ended. Probably ended a lot earlier than expected. So, looks to me, this could mean a couple things. So let's see what card follows after this before I speak too soon. Yeah, you were being juggled. You know what I'm saying? And you realize that, somebody was having a third party situation in your relationship. That was pretty much the hot topic for this Venus in retrograde in Scorpio. You realize that somebody was playing dirty in the relationship. So what you did was you gave yourself an opportunity to say, well, you know what? I can go ahead and drop that wand and I can go ahead and hold on to something that is more valuable and that is more conducive toward where I'm trying to go, And immature people can go ahead and play with immature people, and the grown-ups can go ahead and play with the grown-ups. You know what I mean? And that's what you will be working on the first week of December. I'm going to pull a romance angel card for you, and that will be the completion of your reading for the first week of December. Engagement. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. To me, you know what that means? I feel like some of you, Capricorn, will be reconciling. Some of you will be reconciling. Some of you will be meeting somebody new. But if I look at this picture real good, let me see what I see. Looks to me like you'll be with somebody new, somebody completely new. This is some new right here. Yep. Looks to me like you guys are going to be getting engaged. You're going to be going through that engagement process. I feel like you'll meet the person by the end of this month, and I feel like the question will be popped rather quickly. And so congratulations, you Capricorns who have been working your ass off to be the best you that you could be. You understand what I'm saying? Congratulations, because it's not an easy process to be strong in the midst of a very, very strong hurricane that affects your heart, that affects your feelings, that affects, everything pretty much. You went ahead and said, I'm not staying in this place. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go straight to the boss. And me and the boss are going to talk. And the boss is going to tell me exactly what it is that I need to do. I'm going to follow the boss's instructions. And I'm going to do exactly what the boss tells me to do. And as a result, the boss has rewarded you with the highest love of all. So for those of you who have several options right now and you want to know if this person is right for you or not, I recommend that you get a general reading. For those of you who want a reading, period, and you want to know who those powers that be who work behind the scenes to get you to this very location, and you want to pay homage to the goddesses and the deities behind the scenes who work for you to get to this place, I recommend you get the reading with the oracle cards. For those of you who feel completely lost, you don't even know why you're here, I recommend you get an Akashic Records reading. For those of you who if you watch tarot, I always tell my clients and people who get readings from me, you might as well learn how to go ahead and read it yourself. And I also offer that service for, I do believe it's $150. It's 4 sessions for a whole month, and that will teach you how to go ahead and read tarot yourself. So that information will be embedded in the description box. But with that being said, congratulations, my Cappies, who this resonated with, because I'm going to tell you right now, you do have engagement to look forward to. And when it happens, send me an email. Don't act like you don't know me. All right? All right, with that being said, I'll talk to you soon. I will still be doing the daily release. I will be doing the first 2-week reading of December, the last 2-week reading of December, and the mid-month reading for December. So don't worry, babies. This ain't the last you heard of me, but if you want a private reading, that's what I'm here for too. All right, loves. Talk to you soon. Namaste.